We're getting ready for the upcoming City Council meeting set for Tuesday, the 3rd day of September, 2019. From Farmers Branch City Hall, this is the 99th edition of Council Countdown on FBTV. Hello again, everyone. I'm Tom Bryson. During the next few minutes, we're going to go into detail on the upcoming City Council consent agenda and run down other items on the regular agenda at this first regular meeting for the month of September. First up, after ceremonial items and a report on study session, members of the council will consider items placed on the consent portion of the agenda. There are a whopping 13 items on the September 3rd consent agenda. Agenda item H1 is to consider approving the minutes of the August 12th and August 20th City Council meetings, as well as the minutes for the August 13th through 15th City Council retreat. Agenda items H2 is to consider excusing the absence of Council Member Cristal Ratana from the August 20th meeting. Item H3 is to consider approving resolution number 2019-112, approving the 2019-2020 operating fund budget of the North Dallas County Water Supply Corporation. The North Dallas County Water Supply Corporation was created in 1991 through an interlocal agreement with the town of Addison for the purpose of financing and constructing a sanitary sewer system tunnel to serve the east side of the city of Farmers Branch and the town of Addison. The corporate bylaws require that the corporation's board of directors adopt an annual budget and that the city councils of Farmers Branch and Addison approve that adopted budget. The board, which consists of 3 staff members from the city of Farmers Branch and 3 staff members from the town of Addison, conducted a public meeting to approve the budget on July 31st. All members present voted to approve. City administration recommends approval of resolution number 2019-112. Agenda item H4 is to consider approving resolution number 2019-113, maintaining the city's investment policy. Section 2256.005 of the Texas Government Code and the city's investment policy requires that the City Council review the investment policies and investment strategies not less than annually, and to adopt a resolution or order stating the review has been completed and record any changes made to either the investment policies or investment strategies. The city's existing policy has provided excellent guidance to city administration and has been used as a model policy for other governments. The city of Farmers Branch manages and invests its cash consistent with 4 objectives: safety, liquidity, yield, and public trust. The safety of the principal invested always remains the primary objective. All investments are designed and managed in a manner responsive to the public trust and in accordance with state and local law. The city's investment portfolio consists primarily of United States obligations, United States Treasury notes, municipal bonds, and certificates of deposit, with an average portfolio summary of 11 months and a maximum investment maturity of 5 years of operating and commingled pools containing operating funds. City administration recommends approving resolution number 2019-113. Agenda item H5 is to consider approving resolution number 2019-114, authorizing the execution of a residential demolition rebuild program incentive agreement for the owner of the property at 2519 Greenhurst Drive. Applicants Alicio and Rosalba Almio are applying for a demolition rebuild incentive for an existing residence located at 2519 Greenhurst, which has an original improvement valuation, excluding the land value, of $83,650. The applicant purchased the property as is and sight unseen with the goal of extensive remodeling. However, upon inspection, they have decided that demolition rebuild would be the best course of action. This incentive includes a 4-year rebate of municipal taxes based on the difference between the original home appraised value as determined by the Dallas County Appraisal District and a $20,000 cash grant. Staff recommends approval of the project based on that former improvement value. City administration recommends approving resolution number 2019-114. Agenda item H6 is to consider approving resolution number 2019-094, approving economic development incentives pursuant to the Commercial Facade Grant Program for 4455 Alpha Road. In 2012, a commercial facade revitalization program was developed and funded to encourage property owners to enhance the publicly viewed areas of their buildings. The program is set up as a single payment reimbursement to property owners per business or per building or business, that is. Facade grants are available with a minimum project value of $2,000 and a maximum reimbursement of $50,000 per grant unless otherwise approved by the City Council. Since the program's inception, 14 grants have been approved. Gary Maroulis, owner and operator of Jen's Place Bakery and Cafe, has applied for a commercial facade revitalization grant for the property at 4455 Alpha Road. The proposed work includes new exterior paint, new awnings, new entry doors, and an updated monument sign. The total project cost is expected to be $67,426. In keeping with program approvals, grants have been awarded at 10% of the project value, which in this case would be $6,742. City Administration recommends approving Resolution number 2019-094. Agenda item H7 is to consider adopting ordinance number 3595, amending the city's Code of Ordinances, Chapter 86, Utilities, Article 7, Municipal Drainage Utility System, by adding Division 3, Stormwater Drainage Requirements, adopting a storm drainage design manual, and related regulations. Freese & Nichols has been retained to produce a city standard drainage criteria manual to assist with the city's procedure relative to stormwater on new development, redevelopment, and creek improvements. The proposed ordinance establishes drainage criteria to be used on all development and redevelopment projects within the city. The criteria will set the standard for which all drainage facilities will be designed and constructed. City Administration recommends approving ordinance number 3595. Item H8 is to consider adopting ordinance number 3596, approving the negotiated settlement between Atmos City Steering Committee and Atmos Energy Corporation Mid-Tex Division that adopts new natural gas rates for the city of Farmers Branch. The city, along with 171 other Mid-Texas cities served by Atmos Energy Corporation Mid-Tex Division, is a member of the Atmos City Steering Committee, or ACSC. In 2007, ACSC and Atmos Mid-Tex settled a rate application filed by the company pursuant to Section 104.301 of the Texas Utility Code for an interim rate adjustment, commonly referred to as a GRIP filing. That settlement created a substitute rate review process, referred to as a rate review mechanism, or RRM, as a substitute for future filings under the GRIP statute. Now, on or about April 1st of this year, the company filed a rate request pursuant to the RRM tariff adopted by ACSC members. ACSC, that is, members. The company claimed that its cost of service in a test year ending December 31st, 2018, entitled it to additional system-wide revenues of $70 million. After the company reviewed ACSC's consultant's report, ACSC's executive committee, and the company negotiated a settlement whereby the company would receive an increase of $35.4 million from ACSC cities. The executive committee recommends a settlement at this amount. Now, the effective date for the new rates is October 1st, 2019. As such, ACSC members should take action approving the ordinance before the end of September. The impact of the settlement on the average residential rate is an increase of $2.05 on a monthly basis. The average increase for commercial usage will be $6.18. ACSC's consultants produced a report indicating that Atmos had justified the increased revenues, that is, for ACSC cities of at least $32.7 million. As such, a settlement at $35.4 million is considered to be fair and reasonable. City Administration recommends approving ordinance number 3596. Item H9 is to consider approving resolution number 2019-117, nominating Michael Hurt as a candidate to be a member of the Board of Directors of the Dallas Central Appraisal District. The city has a right to nominate by official resolution one candidate as the fourth member to the DCAD Board of Directors. In 2017, the City Council nominated and voted Michael Hurt for the position. Mr. Hurt has served 5 terms on the DCAD Board and willingly accepts another nomination by the city. The Property Tax Code specifies the qualifications for membership to the Board of Directors in Section 6.03. Must be a resident of the DCAD for at least 2 years prior to the election, may be an elected official of an agency represented by the DCAD, and cannot be an employee of any agency represented by the DCAD. The city shall elect by a majority vote, with each city being entitled to 1 vote, a member to the Board of Directors. Tonight's resolution nominates Michael Hurt to serve as a candidate. City Administration recommends approving resolution number 2019-117. Item H10 is to consider adopting ordinance number 3585, amending ordinance number 1430 relative to procedures for adopting plats, and amending sections 6, 7, and 8, and adding sections 8A, 8B, and 8C to the subdivision ordinance. City Council requests that in the interest of planning affected areas of parcels within the City of Farmers Branch, that the council approval process be amended to allow plat approvals to be made at the Planning and Zoning Commission level. The current subdivision ordinance requires that the Planning and Zoning Commission make recommendation for approval of all plats prior to being presented to the City Council for final approval. Amending sections 6, 7, and 8 of the subdivision ordinance would expedite the planning process currently in place. City Administration recommends adopting ordinance number 3585. Item H11 is to consider approving resolution number 2019-121 allowing a temporary carnival for the Mary Immaculate Catholic Church Annual Parish Fall Festival located at 2800 Bellwood Parkway to be held on October 5th. The comprehensive zoning ordinance allows a temporary carnival or circus in all zoning districts if prior approval is granted by passage of a resolution of the City Council for such use. A request was submitted by Mary Immaculate Catholic Church requesting permission to host their 2019 annual Fall Festival on October 5th, which will include the use of an outdoor amplified PA system. Last year, approval was granted to host the Fall Festival with the provision in the resolution allowing for the use of an outdoor amplified public address system until 9 p.m. on Saturday. The same provision has been included in this proposed resolution. This provision does not allow the event to violate the city's noise ordinance. City Administration recommends approving resolution number 2019-121. Agenda item H12 is to consider approving resolution number 2019-122, authorizing the execution of a modification of an existing commercial lease agreement for the warehouse storage facility at 4350 Beltwood. The City of Farmers Branch is currently leasing the warehouse storage facility at 4350 Beltwood Parkway in Farmers Branch for storage and amenities. The city wishes to amend the agreement with ECE Ventures LLC, care of warehouse properties, and extend the lease agreement for a period of 5 years at a rate of $6,850 per month, commencing October 1st, with one option to renew the lease for 2 additional years at the conclusion of the 5-year extension at market rate. City Administration recommends approving resolution number 2019-122. And agenda item H13 is to consider approving resolution number 2019-124, authorizing the sale of a 4,920 square foot tract of land out of the Thomas Keenan Survey Abstract number 733, generally located at 12700 North Stemmons Freeway, to the state of Texas. The Texas Department of Transportation is acquiring parcels along Interstate Highway 35E service roads for their expansion project. They identified a linear tract of land owned by the city along the East Service Road adjacent to the Star Center. The parcel contains grass and no improvements. The fair market value is $97,380, which is also their offer. Staff recommends selling the parcel to TxDOT. Eminent domain proceedings will be initiated by TxDOT if we cannot agree on the offer. City Administration recommends approving resolution number 2019-124. And that was it for the consent agenda. Here are the other items coming up at the regular session before the council at this upcoming meeting. Agenda item I1 is to conduct a public hearing and consider adopting a maximum property tax rate of 61 cents on September 17th. Agenda item I2 is to conduct a public hearing and consider adopting ordinance number 3590 for a specific use permit and associated detailed site plan for an enclosed vehicle storage facility on a 3.9 acre lot located at 13342 Midway Road. And agenda item I3 is to consider adopting ordinance number 3591 to rezone approximately 8 acres located at the southeast corner of Mercer Parkway and Commerce Street from Commerce District to Urban Center District with Planned Development District number 88 and including special exceptions. In addition, the council may recess into closed session but will then reconvene into regular session to take any necessary action, and that will do it for the September 3rd agenda. Every regular meeting of the Farmers Branch City Council can be seen live on FBTV, that is Spectrum, Cable Channel 16 in Farmers Branch, AT&T UVerse Channel 99 throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, or online in cyberspace at www.farmersbranchtx.gov. This City Council information program will be made available simultaneous to the agenda posting on the Friday before each regular City Council meeting and will air prior to the live meeting, as well as before all council meeting replays here on FBTV. That replay schedule is at 6 p.m., 7 days a week. All meetings are subject to change, so stay tuned to FBTV for any updates and more information. In the meantime, the September 3rd meeting of the City Council starts at 6 p.m. this Tuesday evening here at Farmers Branch City Hall. We hope to see you here. Until then, for everyone here in this studio, I'm Tom Bryson, and you're watching continuing coverage of the Farmers Branch City Council on FBTV. Please stay with us.